Welcome to this video. Today I'll be reading an excerpt from a book that will be published in the far future. I can't say too much. It might be published anonymously, but since I'm making this video, you know what? It's not going to be. Due to some reasons, I can't give too much context for this, but I'm hoping that on this channel in the future I will be able to give more context. But basically this is from the depths of my subconscious and deep meditation. And let's go. You are trying to figure out why God doesn't love you, but you are truly trying to figure out why God doesn't love itself. This is based on an assumption of separation. Everything is connected. Self-love is based on hate because hate is separation. You are love. You can't love yourself or anything because saying something is separate from you stems from hate. You are it. Be present with it. Your external reality is a microscope into your internal reality. What if I stop trusting the ego? You're holding back because you say your perspective is broken. You are saying that a broken perspective could exist in the first place, but it cannot and does not exist. You are the reason no one has done anything. In this, I'm talking to the ego. The ego is the reason people are procrastinating, and we're going to get into this more. The ego is pretending to be God, but there is no ego. It's an illusion. The I, there is no we. I, God. One God, one God, one God. There is no separate. I is in me. No more living in separation. If there is a God outside, if there is only one God, then we are all a part of it. The reason why we are waiting for God to do something about the state of the world is because we believe we are separate from God. But God doing something about it means we are doing something about it since we are one with God. God doesn't know God is God since God is too humble. We live in a fake world because many people who are part of God think God is fake. God thinks God is fake. As the mind wrongly feels separate from the body, God believes we are separate from the earth. God means us in this. This is not in a religious context. It's just in a context of collective consciousness that we are all God. We keep thinking about what is beyond us, not right here. If God is humble, God barely remembers that God is God. The ego is pretending to be God. That is why it is acting like you have to wait for God. Wait for yourself, that you cannot be happy now. You have to wait for God because you must be humble. But this is a lie. This undermines that you are a part of God. You are one with God now, here, in the now. When we look at the world, we ask, why didn't God do anything about it? But the real question is, why didn't we? Why didn't I? Why didn't you? Many people in humanity believe that God is excessively humble. Hence, they try to mirror this humility. The human race has humiliated itself by separating itself from God and the earth and the equilibrium of nature. You can be proud, you can be confident, you can be happy, and you can still be kind. People are proud of what they love. Why not be proud of yourself for once? We are so intellectual that we have become unaware that we are a part of God. All of nature lives simply enough to know and be in harmony. Why are we out of harmony? Humility and separation. We need to realize that we do not need to do anything to fix the earth except undo the damage that we have done. Since we believe we are separate from God, we separate ourselves from creation and nature's equilibrium. Meaninglessness. We try to add meaning, which makes things separate. We try to have a reason to everything that we do. We try to make a purpose. We try to build a legacy. We try to make ourselves live past our due date. The more intelligent we are, the more disconnected we become. We are worried because we are unable to accept the truth that we are nothing but a snowflake that will melt away. In response to this, we destroy everything since we want to preserve our egos. Go with the flow. We are so smart that we invented the concept of God to match our own level of consciousness. Okay. So that was one page out of 25 in this book, but hopefully you all get to read that book one day. Hopefully. But basically, that entry, that excerpt was talking about, you already know, that humans believe in that perspective that they are We believe that we are a nuisance to nature, or even that nature is a nuisance to us, when it's a symbiotic relationship. We give plants carbon dioxide, they give us oxygen. It's a symbiotic relationship. But because of this fear, we have enclosed ourselves and really disconnected ourselves from our true essence, our origin, the earth, and we have constructed these rules, the society, to control ourselves. Because of our unlimited nature, our unpredictability in general is a lot to deal with. And yeah, I think the way that we are going to save the earth and to save, well, I mean, the earth is going to be fine, I think, once we're gone. But it's pretty messed up what we've done to it. So I think the only way for humanity to be saved on this earth, or in term not go extinct, the way humanity is not going to go extinct and spiral downward and mental health issues increase more and physical health issues and cancer, the only way for these issues to start going away is if we return back to our origin, return back to union, oneness with ourselves, and in terms our consciousness, Christ consciousness, our creator, but it's all one. You see, the issue, it's okay if you subscribe to religion. The reason I don't subscribe to most religion is because many religions say that God is separate from humans, that humans will be punished. And this is ingrained in our culture, ingrained in all cultures. And many wars have happened because of this. To say that God is separate from God's creation is like saying, I don't have a metaphor, but basically, if we keep believing a lie, we will continue to live a lie. If we we are one with nature. And if we believe we are separate from nature, then we're going to live like it even though it's BS. So, obviously, going from a life of living this artificial life and throwing yourself right back into nature can be like overwhelming, because nature is protective, but it is also very harshly honest, and it doesn't exist simply for your comfort. Nature is expansive. It basically puts you in uncomfortable situations, but it also provides for you. It's the uncertainty within nature. So stepping right back into that after being out of it forever is very daunting. But my invitation to everyone watching this is, like, at least carve out one day a week. I mean, I know most people don't already do this. Carve out one day a week to go outside and sit in nature in silence without any distractions. That's all I'm asking. If you want to go the extra mile, then start learning skills like how to grow your own food and stuff. I'll join you on this challenge, one day a week. And you will see the intelligence that is within nature and within you that you will not find on the internet. And I want everyone to realize that they can be more connected to themselves and their true nature. True nature. Natural. So, at the end of this, it's you can't love yourself because that means that you're separate from yourself. And you are love. So, let's change the society. Let's save the world one day at a time. Also, one big crucial step in that is, what do we value as a society, and do we actually value that as individuals? And how can we change our society to reflect what we actually value? Bye.